guys, how's it going? Brendan here. Today we'll be learning how to play Dive by Ed Sheeran. If you want to play along with the album, make sure your guitar is in standard tuning. Aside from that, you don't really need anything else. Alright, let's take a look at the opening verse. We'll be using 4 chords for this section. An E bar chord, a C sharp minor, an A bar chord, and a B bar chord on the 7th fret. We'll start by hitting the open E string once, then the E chord, then back to the open E, then the E chord once more. Alright, let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next, we're going to hammer on from fret 4 to 6 on the D string, then 4th fret of the G, followed by 4th fret of the A. And finally, a down strum of the C sharp minor chord. That part should sound like this. After that, we play the A chord, then slide 2 frets up and play the B chord. And to finish it off, hit the 6th fret of the A, then 7th, and finally, slide up from 5 to 6 on the D string. Let's try it all from the beginning. And there you have it, that's the entire verse. The next part is the pre-chorus. We're going to need 4 chords for this section, 3 of which we already know. An A bar chord, a C sharp minor, a G sharp minor, this one's new, and last but not least, a 7th fret B bar chord. Let's start by playing the 5th fret of the low E string, followed by an A chord. Then hammer on from fret 4 to 6 on the D string, then C sharp minor, and so far we have this. After this, we hit the 4th fret of the low E, then play G sharp minor. Now slide up and play the 5th fret of the low E, and finally an A chord. Here it is from the top. We then repeat the first bit, but this time, after playing C sharp minor, we strum our B chord 7 times. And that brings us to the chorus. The good news is that the chorus is almost exactly the same as the verse. But instead of playing our open E string, we strum the E bar chord like this. And we repeat that sequence until we get to the very end where he sings, "Before I dive right into you." What we're doing here is we're strumming each of the first 3 chords with a down, up, pattern, and ending with a final down strum of the E. So C sharp minor, down, up, B, down, up, G sharp minor. Before I dive right into you. The last part that we'll be looking at is the solo. It's a little bit tricky, so don't worry if you can't get it right away. It'll definitely take a bit of practice to get the hang of. We'll start with a big slide from fret 9 to 14 on the B string, followed by the 12th fret of the high E, then a full bend of the 14th fret. Then we do another bend, but this time we hit the string again right before we release the bend, like this. Here it is from the top. After that, we play the 12th fret, followed by the 14th fret of the B string, and then a fast slide down from the 14th fret. Altogether, we have the next part is going to sound like this. What we're doing here is a hammer-on from fret 12 to 14 on the B string, then back to 12, then a slide from 13 to 11 on the G, followed by the 9th fret, then 11th fret on the D string, then 9th fret, then back to the 11th fret of the G. Here it is really slow. The next part sounds like this. We're going to do a fast hammer-on from 9 to 11 on the D string, then hit the 9th fret of the G 4 times, then the 11th fret of the D string, followed by a hammer-on from 9 to 11 on the G. Here it is one more time. The next part sounds like this. We're going to slide our ring finger from 11 to 13 on the G, then hit the 12th fret of the B, then back to 13 on the G. Now we'll make a mini bar with our index and play the 12th fret of the 2 thinnest strings. And as soon as we hit those strings, we're going to hammer on to the 14th fret of the B like this. So far we have. Next we'll play the 12th fret of the high E, then bend the 14th fret up a full step, then back to the 12, then 14th fret of the B. Here's the entire part really slow. Now onto the very last portion, which sounds like this. It starts with a mini bar of the 2 thinnest strings on the 12th fret. Then a hammer onto the 14th of the B, then back to the 12th of the B. After that we slide down from 13 to 11 on the G, then 9, 11, 9, followed by 11 on the D string, then make a mini bar with your index and play the 9th fret of the D and G strings twice. This is what we have so far. Now use your ring finger to slide down from 11 to 9 on the A, then 7, then 9 on the low E, and finally, back to 7 on the A. Here's how that part sounds really slowly. When we put everything together, this is what the entire solo sounds like. Alright, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you check out my other tutorials if you haven't already, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them down below. Remember to keep on practicing, and I'll see you guys next time.